What's going on? Move the mouse here, back in City Skylines, the town of Winterfell, with our Let's Play Season 5, Episode number 7. Happy Monday, everybody. And today I want to get this industry out of here. I want to start moving industry down there, but we can't buy that tile until we hit 15,000 population. Now, one of the ways we're going to do that is we need to meet our industrial demand. So before we move all that out, let's add some more farms up here. These are not going to be well serviced at first because there's not a lot of residents that can get up here. Especially once we move all the... Can I get that to click right where I want it to? No? Okay. We'll do that. So let me fill this out with industry, and we will water it and heat it, and it should be powered. I think 2200 is the overlap, kind of like the 440 on pipes it is. If you're doing heated pipes, obviously they're more expensive, so that number is different. Industry, let's get that in here. And we could even do this outer edge if we wanted to. It should be good enough farmland. In fact, maybe even down here too. Let's do that. I don't know why these are having garbage collection problems when there's a cycle plant right there. But maybe we need to step up the recycling. Let's see where we're at. Processing is in the yellow or almost in the red. So let's start moving some stuff around. We've got a recycle plant up here. We're gonna move the power plants up this way. Let's just carry this gravel road straight up. Maybe this far. Just for the heck of it. And let's start moving these power plants out. We want to get all the high polluting stuff out of here. We'll just start going by at the end of the street. I'll pause real quick because we're gonna mess some stuff up to do this. We're gonna get all of our pollution up here on the side of the map. Can you let me click where I want? Thank you. Yeah, let's get all these out of here. And we will definitely have to fix our power lines. This is gonna throw some stuff off, I would assume. Maybe not, because these were hooked in for the solar power plant. I mean, obviously, we're going to have to connect these to the grid, the ones that we're moving. But our grid itself may actually be in good shape. Let's see. I think we'll have to fix it once we move and get everything out of here. But that's the coal power plants out of the way. Let's go ahead and hit play. We'll get the... hopefully the farms start to move in. They are good because we've got a ton of industry demand. We also have a ton of residential, and I want to start moving some people in over here. Let's get the industry out of here. Let's just do it. We'll do it. We're gonna cause some unemployment. We're gonna cause some problems. May affect actually our growth on our way to 12,000 pop. Unfortunately, 15,000 is our next milestone. That's where we're trying to get to. Let's just get these last couple businesses out of here. We'll help them out. Those are recycle plants. We got to fix our power. Totally just broke that. These are 3 buildings that we need to move. So power, let's come from here. Like that, maybe? That should work. That should restore power to everybody except for these buildings down here. Let's move our boilers the same way we just did. Bring them up over here for now. Gonna affect our heating on the entire map. But we'll get that connected right away. So that should be all connected again. Who's complaining about power? Just the snow dump and the recycle plants. I've got an idea what I want to do with the recycle plants. So let's get this old tunnel network out of here. This was for the industrial traffic and the farms up north to come through and get on the highway. We'll still leave this route for now, for them getting back on the highway. Because we don't really have a good way for them to get off. We could at least let them get on the highway. Now what I'm thinking right here is let's just do a gravel road. We'll come out to about there, and I want to bring it way up to the highway. Hopefully that is straight enough. Let's see if I did that right. And I want to move the recycling up here. Hoping I can move the other one across the street from it. Okay, that's good. And then we got to move the snow dump. So to move the snow dump, just like a regular dump, we have to empty it. It is perfect, 0% full. So let's move it. And where can we get it? Right there's good. And power and heat for this. So that's easy, and then power. And I'll show you. Okay, power spread, good. So we'll hit play. We'll delete this little nonsense over here. But because of where we connected this, they should be able to come down this way, turn right to get into the city. But also when they're returning, they can use this turnaround. You can see it's got a straight arrow now because of that road. They should be able to shoot straight across the intersection exactly like that. And we're good to go. Now we will keep an eye on this traffic up here, though it will get a little bit lighter on this side once we correctly put a some sort of cloverleaf or four-way intersection to bring traffic up here without having to go through the town to get there. Right now that is still a drawback, but that is okay. We can deal with that. So let's meet that residential demand. I think that's the next most important one. They're not gonna necessarily like living over here just yet, because there's still gonna be a bit of pollution in the ground. I'll show you in a second here. Let's move this like that so that we can fully zone off this space. And I'm gonna do one kind of block here of apartment buildings. In fact, let me bring this down. We do that, and we will do apartments here. Oh, I moved that fire right to where I didn't want it. Fire tower, I moved it. I gotta move it again. And there we go. So we're gonna have a tiny little bit of apartments off this kind of main downtown area. I do want to go into districts, set the policy for high-rise ban. I think that makes sense. Because you'll have, you have some commercial buildings, they've got a little bit of height, and the apartment buildings will have probably a little bit more than that. But by doing the high-rise ban, it prevents them from leveling up all the way. Let me ask you this. Question for the chat. Question for the comment section. Dynamic weather, snow actually falling, annoying or keep it? Because we can turn that off. It's especially annoying, I find, when you pause the game and then move through it, because it looks kind of very disorienting, very static-like. At least when it's moving the whole time, it's a little less distracting. Lightning Storm. Why do we have a lightning storm? I thought thunderstorms didn't happen unless you had the random disasters on. I don't know, maybe not. So tons and tons of commercial demand. Not sure what we're going to do about that, because I don't have a good spot to put pockets of commercial in. We could try and get some in up here. because there's no real commercial coverage. Maybe we could work more towards the coastline here. You know what I might do is this might be the cargo train in the future. And maybe we do more of a residential pocket up here on the top half and over towards the river, and we could have some commercial service over there. We could turn this into a coal relief and that into a coal relief maybe, so that there's ways to get to multiple spots. Maybe that could be good. So let's work on that premise and get some of the additional zoning that people are looking for over this way. Are these all gravel roads? Yeah, they are. So let's keep up with that theory for now. We can always upgrade these later. I want to freeform kind of along the coastline. I'm going to come in a little bit. I'm going to hook this around to there. And I did use a regular road, didn't I? Oh well. I guess, I mean, for consistency, we could downgrade that to a gravel road. We'll see what it supports. Again, we can always upgrade in the future. So how do we hook this all up? Let's curve this in, kind of follow along the same line as that. Let's get one kind of somewhere in the halfway point through here. Something like that. And then we could do a couple roads through here. Trying to get this connected up. Like so. Maybe a road in the middle. Like that. And I guess we could connect this on down. That works. I guess we'll do some roads up through here, so it's not necessarily going to be the most efficient grid work, but I think it will look the part. At least that's what I'm going for. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Kind of a little sparse community out there. Again, we're going to have this be the kind of cargo train station. You're going to have highway exits somewhere over here and over here to kind of hook up into this. So let's do some of that commercial demand up here. In fact, let's move out these houses. Let's get all this filled in. I'm going to pause real quick because I want to move these power lines. I don't want them running through the middle of this neighborhood. That actually works out really well. Runs just outside the zoning. And we gotta move that fire watch tower next. But that should still all be powered. Move the fire watch tower. Should be fine right there. And let's go ahead and hit play and start zoning. So this will be a big commercial block. Really big commercial block, huh? But we need it, so... And then we also need a ton more residential. So let's get all this zoned off, or at least the parts that we want to zone. I may have talked about my plans for the town before, but let me just kind of give you an idea of what I'm thinking. This is all about kind of being a small town. One thing I want to do is we do have residential demand. I wouldn't mind putting some houses up there next. But I want to keep things spaced out, relatively small scale. You know, this is kind of the big area that everything spawned up off of. But again, we're trying to stay away mostly from... Whoops. What we got going on over here? No water? No heat? So yeah, sorry. Of course I get distracted. Want to keep things small and spaced out. This is kind of where everything starts. We're going to have a little industrial pocket down there. Get another little town over here. And then the real fun part is going to be hopefully getting up into here to build kind of a little ski resort, mountain getaway. And yeah, just have some fun with it. But trying to do something different from my you know, metropolitan builds that I normally do. Let's bring this up 2200. Come on, 22. Help me out, game. Do the plants not need, I guess the plants don't need heating. They'll probably produce heat. Okay, so at least heating-wise, we're covered up there. Let's finish zoning. We've met our residential demand nicely. I'm going to do a little bit of commercial down this strip. At least down to there. And we do have to get this hooked in better. I don't know how well these zones are going to do, but we're just trying to stay on that climb to 15,000 because we really need to get that next area unlocked so that we can move our industrial production over there. Hopefully by the time we get serious demand for industrial... How is this doing? Not too bad. I was expecting to see more abandoned buildings and worker problems. There may have been in the background while I wasn't paying attention, but it seems to be doing pretty good. Before that industrial demand climbs up too high again, I would really like to get that that next tile going. We'll see. See if it happens. It probably won't. The way that the demands cycle to get us to 15,000, probably going to need some more jobs to get us there. But we'll try. Alright. We'll zone off those last couple blocks once we get more demand. Let's come up here. Idea. Let's go to our gravel roads and let's get a couple little streets that kind of come up into the woods. Just into the edge of the woods, right? Something like that. And maybe one more over here. That works. Now I want to be very sparse with my zoning over here. So especially like out in the edge of this street, we're going to skip at least a zone kind of on either side before we put another house. And they start to get a little closer together as you get into the town. Or down the hill, rather, I should say. But you want it to feel very, or I want it to feel very spaced out over here. That should be okay. And then again, we'll get a little bit tighter with the zoning as we come in. And then we got to think about the role, the function of this road. So this is highway, this gets off into this area, but it also carries over, and I think I'm going to adapt this a bit down the road. But it carries over through here. You've got this, which is kind of a side neighborhood, and then this, which is going to carry traffic up the mountain into the ski resort. So we'll eventually upgrade this road, I think. But we want, you know, we want some businesses along here, right? This is kind of a major intersection. There'd probably be a supermarket or a store or two over here. So we'll see what fills in over this way. You know, there might not necessarily be anything in the middle of nowhere out here. You might kind of drive this way to get to these businesses that support this neighborhood. And then as we get up here, we're going to have, I've got some ideas, kind of have one main strip, right? One main street. We'll have like a hotel, a restaurant, and kind of a ski resort, nature reserve thing with some cable cars, hopefully. Population wise, 12.3, and not exactly growing that fast. So before I forget, we just built those houses up there. We're gonna have to carry heating up there. People will move in there eventually, and when they do, it'll be very cold without any heating pipes. So let's help them out now. Before I forget, so that should be good for now. Power. Let's get some power up there. We'll just run it up from here for now. I think we've still got some zoning that hasn't filled in way over here. As that fills in, we should start to see houses crop up on the mountainside over there. One stylistic choice. Let's see how our traffic's doing. A little bit better. Not great. We'll get there. We still haven't done any mass transit options. Traffic-wise, this center circle is our biggest headache. We have 89% traffic flow. That's not bad for 12,000 population, considering we know where the problems are. The problems are all these trucks coming into this center town to come up here, take goods back out to the highway. So I wonder if we couldn't just cheat the system for a minute and do an exit under, maybe? Let's see if this works. We've got money in the bank. Let's straight tool. We'll just come under right away. Curve tool. Right under here. And we'll just bring the traffic. Let's bring the traffic right over here. So that should enable trucks to get off the highway and totally bypass the center route. Let's see if they already calculate their route by the time they get here. There we go. So first truck just took it. Looks like that is becoming a more popular route. That's gonna get the traffic off this way. Why are you turning left? Ugh. Okay, hopefully most of them are turning right there. Let's then also enable to clear up this intersection a bit. Let's enable the trucks to come straight over there. Fix our power lines. This is just a sloppy quick fix for right now, but I'm hoping this will actually help improve the traffic in the short term, because it's going to take a lot of the burden off of this center circle. In fact, it looks a lot lighter already. This is still going to be just as heavy, but we've got the traffic coming underneath to go here. And we've got the ability for people to go straight to the highway. Now, what we might run into is some residents that want to get to the highway coming out this way and then turning left. But again, this is just a temporary fix. Let's take a look. Let's see what that did to our traffic flow. 88%. Pushed some of the problems out of this center town. A little bit. Not a lot. But we shall see. We shall see if that makes a big difference. I think, again, it's just a temporary fix to kind of keep things moving. Totally fine with that for now. 12,627 population. Did we get anybody moving in up here? We did, and they're having power problems. Glad I checked that. Because they would have just moved out. It's the businesses that moved in first. They're going to have some serious problems with customers for now, since there's no residents up here to support them. I don't think this is the best place to move in a business just yet. I was really hoping the residents were going to move in first. But that's where we have the demand, so that's what they do. All right, so I will. Let's see, what do we have for uniques? Maybe we could drop in a couple uniques while we're here. This is the statue of shopping. Maybe just to make these people happy up here. I don't know if this really belongs up here, but thanks for moving in. We appreciate it. Little park and plaza up there. This one, Plaza of the Dead. Ooh, that would have been good if we could have squeezed that one in Weirwood Park. The big one, unfortunately. You know what? We don't have anything up here yet. That's the main center road. Can we get this? Yeah, we can get that centered right there on the block. That's perfect. Let's see. Do we do something on our center town circle square thing here? Let's do that. Statue of Industry. We'll wait and put that kind of in our industrial park. Statue of Wealth. Statue of Wealth will go up probably in the ski area. City Arch. Where is our actual entrance to the city? Well, that's kind of right here around the main way into town, the very first highway entrance. I guess we could have put it somewhere down here near the old square, but I think that's official enough. That is our official city entrance. We don't really need the big buildings like the malls and the towers just yet. In fact, we may only put things like these towers in to unlock certain monuments and then delete some of the towers. But we can certainly get some fountains and parks and other things like that. And ooh, yes, please. What do we think? Let's get in on foot. Where is he? Oh yeah, this is an option. I don't know if we've seen this. I don't know if I showed this guy off. I was running around the amusement parks. Or it actually kind of looks like a girl. Never mind. Or a guy with curves. But here is our dire moose. Bullwinkle Stark. Sorry, David. He is a Stark. Watch him pull a Lannister out of something. Hey, Rook. Yeah, I think this looks really cool. That is a very tall, imposing building. But I like it. Why? There we go. We can't really look up and see. I think that looks pretty cool. City Arch with a clock tower in the background. Go into cinematic mode, just get some shots here. I don't know, let me know what people think about the non-high-rise, high-density residential. Like, I think it kind of makes sense to have a little bit of pocket in this downtown area. And we'll have some more houses over here towards the edge of the map. We'll kind of get that connected, fill in this space a little bit. And we'll keep tuning and tweaking the highway. as long as this isn't backing up to here, we're good. And then over here, this seems to be flowing pretty well. And it's getting the traffic out of our center square, which is good. It looks like it's kind of caught up now. There was a backup of traffic over here. I haven't gone back through and looked at intersections in a while, so like, we don't need a stoplight right here. That's definitely something I'm going to want to do in the next episode or two. So maybe we'll do a little intersection maintenance and things like that. We don't need a stop there. We need stops there. We'll tackle that in the next episode. 13,142. We should be able to get to 15,000 on Wednesday's episode. And then we can start doing a little industrial park. And then hopefully we'll grow, and then those can be our next 2 tiles, hopefully, I think. I don't think there's any restrictions there. We should be able to get the ski resort going after that. But in the next episode, hopefully we will be able to unlock this area. Friday we'll tackle maybe this industrial area and continue to grow the city. And then we'll get going on the ski resort probably towards the start of next week. I'm thinking we'll be able to unlock those tiles and get going there. But hopefully you did enjoy. Hopefully you're liking the town of Winterfell so far. Let's go get another look at that clock tower. I really like this city entrance now. It's pretty cool. Again, let me know what you think about the high-rise or non-high-rise residential buildings. Are they too much? Are they too imposing in this little downtown area? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. While you're at it, if you did enjoy the video, likes, comments, shares all help the channel a lot and are greatly appreciated. I say it all the time, but I mean it all the time. It is really appreciated, and thank you for all the support. Keep an eye on the schedule on Discord, where you usually get the most recent updates, but schedule's a little different this week. We're going to go for Let's Plays today, Wednesday, and Thursday, because Friday is going to be our live stream day this week, which is the first day that I can show you some of the campus gameplay. So come back, check that out on Friday at the very least. Again, Wednesday and Thursday there will be other Let's Plays. Maybe a stream over the weekend. Other than the Friday session, I don't know yet, but again, join on the Discord for more information on that. Subscribe if you're new, hit the bell to get notifications, and until the next one, this is Move the Mouse, signing off.